So next, we learn about power modes of a computer. So when you have finished working on the computer, it is always important to turn it off properly. You should always make it a habit of closing down your computer properly. Whatever applications, whatever programs you have opened, make sure you close all those programs and then only close your computer. Why? Because this not only saves energy and keeps your computer secure, but it also ensures that your data, whatever information you have in the computer, remains safe. So, talking about the modes, there are three types of power modes of a computer. There are three power modes of a computer. What are those? The shutdown, the sleep, and the hibernate. So first we'll learn about the shutdown. What is shutdown? To get the shutdown option, what you need to do is you go and click on the start button. That is on the taskbar, on the left hand side of the taskbar, you'll find the start button. So click on it, you'll find the shutdown option. So once you click on the shutdown option, what happens? So in this power mode, in this shutdown mode, the computer is completely turned off. The computer will completely turn off in this particular mode, the shutdown mode. This option is used when the computer is not used for a long period of time. If your computer is not being used for a long period of time, you use this shutdown mode. So during this mode, all the open programs along with the operating system, it closes down. Okay? So this is the mode which is most often used. So we normally use this mode. This is the most important mode, the shutdown mode. So clicking on, okay, now before we move on to the next, sleep and hibernate, what we need to learn is it is always advisable to save and close all your work before shutting down. By mistake, if you have opened some applications, by mistake you go and click on the shutdown button, Windows will automatically prompt you a message. Says, do you want to save the changes you made to the particular file? So if it says yes, it will save your file. So it is always advisable to save and close all your work before shutting down. Why? Because when a computer shuts down, all the open applications and the documents are closed automatically. Okay? So next, clicking on the arrow next to the shutdown. Okay, clicking on the arrow next to the shutdown button displays the sleep and hibernate option. So there's a small arrow next to the shutdown button. Once you click this, the sleep and hibernate options will appear. So we'll soon learn about sleep and hibernate. What does sleep do? What does hibernate do? First, we'll learn about the sleep mode. So in this mode, the computer uses very little power. Okay, during this period, when you click on the sleep mode, the computer uses very little power. It is a low power state. It is in the low power state mode, which is useful when the computer is not to be used for a short period of time. Okay, so in your book, it says in this mode, Windows automatically saves all the work in the computer memory. So when do people usually use this mode? People use this mode when they have to go for a short break like lunch or a meeting. So before this sleep mode and hibernate mode, we learned about shutdown. What shutdown does is it completely closes the entire application. It shuts down the computer. Okay, it closes the computer. But in sleep mode, instead of shutting down, what you can do is if in case you just need a short break, if you take a short break, you know that you'll be coming back, sit on the computer. So at that time, what you do is you just click on the sleep mode. Okay, you just click on the sleep mode. So when you exit the sleep mode, you will see the same screen on the monitor which was there previously. So to exit the sleep mode, all you have to do is you just move your mouse, or you click on the enter key. So this will exit the sleep mode. So once you exit the sleep mode, it will take you to the screen, the same screen which you have closed before. Not exactly closed. You have clicked on the sleep mode. It has gone for a short period of time. It will take you back to the same screen where you have left before. Okay. So people usually use this mode when they have to go for a short break, like lunch or a small meeting. Next, we learn about hibernate. So in this mode, the computer uses even less power. This mode is used when the computer is not in use for a longer period of time. So during this period, it completely turns off the computer after saving all the open documents and applications on the hard disks. So what happens is when you click on the hibernate option, during this process, the computer turns off. It saves all the open document, whatever documents you have saved, all the applicants on the hard disk. Okay. So during this period, the computer uses even less power than the sleep mode. So when we exit this particular mode, the hibernate mode, we'll come back to the same screen on the monitor which was there previously. So before you went for a break, the same screen will resume. Okay? So during this mode, Windows saves all your work in the hard disk. So when do people use this mode? When they have to be away from the computer for a longer period of time with no options available for recharging the battery. So if they don't have a charger to charge the laptop or the battery, so they normally use this mode, this hibernate mode. So what we have come to learn about the sleep mode and hibernate mode is both these power modes allows you to resume at the same point where you left off. Okay, so you will not lose anything. You will not lose anything when you click on either sleep mode or hibernate mode. The same way we have left the computer, once you exit from this mode, it will take you to the same point, same place where you have left before. However, there's a slight difference in the time taken to resume. So we'll find out. Hibernate mode takes longer time to resume the full power operation in comparison to sleep mode. So hibernate mode will take a slightly longer time than the sleep mode. Okay. So next we'll learn about safe mode and normal mode. What is safe mode? What is normal mode? So if you look at the screen, look at the computer. So this is my desktop. So if you can see the desktop, that means the computer is running on normal mode. What is the normal mode? This is the mode where a computer functions properly and the Windows gets loaded into the system with all the required files and drivers. So as you know, once you start the computer, it takes some time for the computer to start. Okay, it takes some time for you to see the desktop. So this particular time, when the computer takes some time to reach the desktop, this particular period is called the booting. So during this booting period, as you know, the operating system gets loaded onto the computer. Okay, so once you start the computer, the booting takes place. After the booting, will come across the desktop. So if this is done in one shot, that means the computer is running on normal mode. Okay, normal mode. So we'll find out about safe mode. Safe mode. So sometimes it so happens when a computer is not turned off, so there is a sudden unexpected turn off of your computer. Sometimes it might happen there's some error in your Windows. So in such cases, Windows does not load completely. It gets loaded with only a few essential files and drivers. So this is the period when the computer does not start with the proper and required files and drivers. This is the time the computer runs on the safe mode. So once you see the safe mode option, you can always choose a safe mode and rectify the errors. Okay. So we know that normal mode is the default operation mode of the computer system. So if you can see the desktop, that means the computer is running on normal mode. Okay.